What's up, guys? Coach Adam coming to you. Today we're going to go over 3 mobility movements to help you with your shoulders, okay? Going overhead. So the first one is going to be this. It's going to be called what we call our overhead tissue smash. Number 2 is going to be our super front rack position. And number 3 is going to be our barbell shoulder smash, okay? So the first one is this. We need a couple things, all right? I got it back here. The first thing we need is this. We need a lacrosse ball. Then we can have a little bit larger ball like this, okay? And then the last piece is a foam roller, just like this. So the first thing we're gonna start off with, if you take your arm overhead, the insertion point of where your lat goes into your arm here and your armpit and your armpit, okay? What we're gonna do is we are going to put this into that armpit area here, and we're gonna oscillate back and forth on the ground. Then we're gonna move it down onto the lat here and do the same. So to look like this, as we reach out here, I'm just gonna put that, I'm gonna start basically at the bottom of my armpit. Oh man, whoo. And I'm just gonna oscillate on there with this lacrosse ball. Ooh, that's a little nasty. Okay, just like that. And then I'm gonna move up about a half an inch or an inch into my lat. And yes, this is uncomfortable now, but it's really gonna help with your overhead position, okay? So, man, my lat is really sensitive. Done a few pull-ups today, did 70 pull-ups. That might be why. But I'm just getting in there and I'm flossing this back and forth with my lat going onto the lacrosse ball, okay? So you can do that, spend about 1 minute to 2 minutes per side, then we'd switch, okay? The second way is this. We're gonna get it over here. We're gonna get this little larger ball, okay? You can do this on a wall, it's easier. I'm just gonna use the rib on the rack right there, that line, okay? I'm gonna put my arm over my head and put this right here and lean up with a little bit of pressure, okay? So, I'm gonna switch to the other arm. It would look like this. I'm gonna put this right here on the side, dig that into my lat right there, and I'm just gonna go up and down, oscillate over a little bit, same thing, really working to keep that elbow high. Woo. And I would spend about 1 minute on that as well. Again, I'm getting that stretch and I'm getting in here, going up and down. A little bit easier on a wall because you don't have to bounce the ball on the rig, okay? The third piece to this overhead tissue smash would be use a foam roller, okay? Same thing, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lay right here. My armpit is right there in the foam roller, okay? I'm gonna take a little bit of an angle right here so you can see a little bit better. There we go, perfect. And here, I wanna reach with this arm straight overhead. I don't want it to be here loose, I wanna be right over my head. And I'm just gonna bridge, on that lat. You can see I'm using stability with my foot here to push my hips up off the ground. You can see the air right there, hips off the ground. And now I'm just gonna oscillate back and forth on that lat and hit a few spots on that lat right there, okay? So, man, that's tight. Man, it's definitely gonna help me. Already, just from doing this on camera, oh man, that side feels like $1 million already, okay? So that's the first one, overhead tissue smash. The second one is gonna be this, super front rack position, okay? Now you've probably seen us do this before. You wanna hook a band. These green ones here are really good, okay? About enough flexibility or enough resistance we want, okay? But you're gonna hook this up about knee level for you, okay? Then what we're gonna do is stick our hand underneath, just like this, okay? Just like I'm wearing a watch. I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna come up underneath, tuck my elbow underneath, and I'm gonna stand up with this. Now, I know the camera's a little bit far away, that's okay. What I wanna do is though, I don't want to overextend my ribs like this. I wanna bring my belly button to my spine, stay straight. Let the band do the work, okay? So I'm gonna pause right now and I'm gonna move the camera angle, okay? Yeah, so getting back into that grip, right? So again, the band is about the height of my knee. I'm putting this in just like that, right around like I'm wearing a watch. I'm gonna put my hand down. I'm not gonna kill my grip. I'm just gonna let my fingers lay right here. Now I'm gonna squat down and get that up and stand just like that. And I'm just letting the band do the work. I'm trying to stay nice like a plank position, belly button to spine. I'm not overextending, okay? I'm letting the band do the work here. And man, this feels really, really good. So you just wanna let this hold for about 30 seconds to a minute. To come out, I'm just gonna kneel down, drop my hand. And already, if you see me from the side here, I'm gonna reach over my head. You look at my arms, already, that motion here of how much looser this side is. Let me do it from this side. Okay, you can see this as it goes up. Man, I can feel that already, how much looser that is, okay? So that's the third piece in the overhead tissue smash. Coming right back to you for the second piece, and got my notes up here, for the super front rack position, okay? That's actually what we just went over, my bad. The super front rack position, okay? That's the second one. The third one is gonna be this. It's gonna be our barbell smash, okay? Now, this is gonna be a little nasty, okay? So I'm gonna slide back so you see me in the camera. You're gonna grab a barbell. You're gonna have the collar right here, the thick piece, line up with about your shoulder, okay? Now, actually, I'm sorry. You're gonna have it a little bit lower because you want the thickness of the barbell that you're gonna smash on your shoulder. So here's the key too. I'm gonna bring this up and get my shoulder underneath it so it can just sit here, okay? Now, if you notice my leg is parallel to the bar, I'm gonna put this over on it. Now that's gonna put a little pressure on, but it's also gonna keep the barbell in place, okay? So from here, I'm gonna take my other hand and grab right here. That way this hand can move the barbell around on my shoulder. Now the next piece is I'm gonna get this arm at like 90 degrees. I don't want my elbow slipping down. Okay, it's gonna be at 90. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this hand and I'm gonna push it down like I'm trying to push the pedal on a brake or I'm trying to mash the gas pedal, one of the two, okay? So we call this flossing, all right? I'm gonna take my other hand here and I'm gonna move the barbell to floss the shoulder. So I'm gonna pump it, hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Do that again. 2, 1, release. Then I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna let it roll just a little bit, about 1 millimeter or 1 centimeter. Do the same thing. I'm gonna pump, hold for 3, 2, 1, release. Move it again. 3, 2, 1, and release. And you're gonna go through and do that the whole time, okay? So we call that tacking, as that barbell lays across here like a deep tissue massage, right? It's tacking that. So think about my shirt right here. It's all bunched up. Like, man, that doesn't look good. We want to get it smooth and supple. A nice soft surface like that, smooth, so we have more range going overhead, okay? And again, that barbell is going to lay right here as you're pushing that down and tacking away, and then you're going to move it just so slightly and keep doing that. Okay, so 3 things here to help you out, help you with that overhead position we just went over. First one was that overhead tissue smash. Getting the lacrosse ball in your lat and into your armpit here, you're gonna oscillate over. The second one was getting a little bit larger ball, leaning up against the wall, taking your arm overhead, elbow high, and you're gonna roll on that lat right here against the wall. Then the third one is you're gonna use a foam roller, laying on the ground, extending your arm all the way and oscillating over your lat. After that, the second piece is gonna be the super front rack position, using the green band on the rig here as you drive the elbow up and let that band do its work here to help you in that overhead rack position, okay, or anything pressing overhead, all right? And last one was the barbell shoulder smash. This literally, you could go through this 5 minutes, like literally what we just said. This video is already at 10 minutes and I goofed up a little bit, but if you go through this, your front rack position will get way better. So if you come into class, get here a little bit early, start doing this. And if you need help from a coach, just say something, okay? Coach Adam coming to you. Hey, if these were helpful tips, if there's something else you want to see, just let one of the coaches know, Hud, Mel, Rebecca, Jackie, Lee, myself, anybody, and we'll help you out. Make today amazing. We'll talk to you soon.